Hey people, GTA 53 Faction War. This is Wrath of Baal and Orks versus Eldar for the blue Orky team. It's Uncle WAAAGH as a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Perpetual anger as well, look at that face. Alongside D.O.G is a Kommando knob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style begins range combat with a twin-linked shooter. And rounding us off, the blue Orks is Hammerhead as a Mekboy. Teleporting commander that fights range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair. Red Eldar then, we have two Warlocks. First up is Kung Fu Panda, and we also have Crog. These guys are melee heroes that can leap into combat with some powerful spells, give them support, disruption and offense. Crog here rocking the Exarch's elite scheme, recolored. And rounding us off, VanguardVinci as a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting commander that fights range combat, great for capping and harassing with some powerful control abilities. Same Han elite scheme, I think. Maybe. They are mid against the Kommando. There's that stun bomb early on. Well dodged, getting some good DPS on the old Kommando there. Now he's in that light cover, so a lot of light cover around all those boxes. I believe the pipes will be heavy. Pipes usually are. Sluggers versus Banshees. So Banshees are taking a hell of a lot of Dakar. The Orks though could not stay in to try and finish them off there. Meanwhile, west side, it is Warboss, very pissed off against a Warlock. Is he going to go down? Warlock's trying to finish him. Looks like he'll get away. Don't think the Banshees are though. Banshees are wiped for Krog over here. Sluggers, don't want to ruin that good start by going down yourselves, fellas. Are they going to escape? No, they're not. So both players on this west side using their starter melee squad. And I wouldn't be surprised if both of them replace. Krog certainly is, getting some more Banshees up. Meanwhile, east side, Kung Fu Panda's Warlock is taking some smacks on a node. Channeling runes are up. Oh, looks like you lost your Banshees as well. Look at this. Not a good day for Banshees early on. They were almost lost in the middle too. Channeling runes will help them stay alive going forward for sure. Rangers here up for VanguardVinci. Perhaps pick off some of these shooters at range. Can be hard for the Guardians, the Dire Avengers, sorry, not Guardians, to get close enough to chuck their grenades when there's shooters around, using aiming what's that and just piling on that Dakar. All three players still have Banshees on the field then, for now. Already has aspect of fleetness up here. Krog also getting some aspect of fleetness. Allows him to jump over stuff, which is pretty cool. Very tight on these flanks on this map. Opens up a bit in the middle, but there's lots of tight corridors leading to it. So you can get caught by setup teams and nasty AoE abilities, that kind of thing. I quite like this map. Made by Max Power back in the day. D.O.G getting some Storm Boys up on the field. Uncle WAAAGH did replace those sluggers. Here they are, with burners up, giving them some more health and some power melee weapons. Kicking off in the middle though. Banshees suppressed by aiming what's that. Now taking lots of Dakar. Warp Spider trying to get into tie up one of the squads and does. But look at the damage on those Banshees. Really struggling to make an impact on the middle. And have to run away. I guess they drew fire, if nothing else. Allowing the Dire Avengers to do some damage there. Meanwhile, west side. Sluggers versus Banshees. Distort field up, looks like. Gonna help them against all this range damage. Really helped them out there, I think. Warboss was in amongst the Dire Avengers. We do have one grenade up here. Not seen a grenade throw yet. I do like me grenade throws. In fact, I don't see any others. Warboss now charging in. Has the boss pole up. Buffing the Orks around him. 50% less suppression is a big, big deal. Would be a bigger deal if there were actual... Oh, there we go. Guardian Weapon team up for Krog on this side. Storm Boys are in. Power melee weapons, jump troops. Not the best at chasing on foot, but pretty slow moving. Look at them. And they're kind of stumble around with their jumps. Nothing else up for Vanguard. Was expecting the Shuriken up by now. Not sure what their plan is. I guess quick tier 2 Wraithlord in the face of the Orks. Look at this though. Sluggers having to take back this VP. Triple cap there momentarily for Eldar. Strong start despite those Banshee losses. But here come the Orks and they've got some tier 1.5 units up. We have a Painboy in fact for Uncle War over here. Support sub-commander for Orks, can wade into melee himself. Has a heal over time ability. Don't think you want to engage here, Mr. VanguardVinci. Backing off indeed. Pretty scary Ork army in your face here. Hammerhead helping out. Mekboy himself has battery pack and his big shooter. Daka indeed. 2v2 fight maybe coming up here. This could have a big impact on the rest of the game. Orks getting out there quickly. Looks like they ate a big destructor. Maybe a immolate in there as well. I didn't see the immolates. That Warlock now went down. Banshee's in a really bad place. And down they go. So many dead Banshees here. What about these guys? Getting some chops in. Banshees do have power melee weapons. And are they going to get this kill? They do get this kill. Melee units having a rough time early on here. And down goes the Mekboy too. These Banshees on a roll. There's that war shout suppressing the sluggers. Hard Boys trying to help save them. That's a global ability of the Warboss. Using it on D.O.G sluggers. Nice awareness there from Uncle War. 405394. Here's that Painboy. He's pretty cool. He used to have a power melee weapon. I don't think he does anymore. It's regular melee, but it does do like a poisony damage over time type thing. Used to be very scary with that power weapon. Bashing mid are the Eldar. Uncle War is kind of pinned back here too. Doesn't have a great way at dealing with the Guardian Weapon team. He does have that boss pole, but it's not going to let you just roll into it with your face, I don't think. But look at this. Uncle War has some infiltrated sluggers thanks to the global ability of D.O.G. So some good communication going on, obviously, between the York players. 395 to 392 on the VP. It's very close as players start to think about tier 2 and indeed start to go and reach tier 2. D.O.G's already there. Uncle War just hit it. Might be some Death Dread stomping around soon. Weird Boys for sure are a possibility. Help them control these tier 1 Eldar armies. Here's some looters here for Hammerhead coming mid. Gonna set up in the face of this Warlock. Gonna be bad for him. Very bad. Down he goes. He got greedy there. Wanted to put his immolator down and paid for it with Daka to the face bones. What is this? Orks forced off on the west side. They just cannot push against this Shuriken. Such a tight place there. Really needed the Storm Boys up or tier 2 and stick bombers or something. But look at this. Uncle War down to double shooters and sluggers. Lost his Painboy there, I suppose, trying to go against the Shuriken. Painful for the Painboy. Mid is turning blue Orky though. Kommando Knob hanging out. His level 3s shot down a bunch of stuff. He does do good damage with his default weapon. Mekboy now putting out almost 40 piercing DPS with his big shooter. Bad news for those Dire Avengers. Rangers here taking shots. They're level 2, so they've killed some stuff. Pathfinder gear is in play. Look at that. Who needs flamers when you have all this shootiness? Good bash there from Hammerhead and D.O.G. And they didn't overcommit to try and get that third generator, as you saw. They recognized the threat coming in, backed off, a bit more of a stronger position now to head off this counter-attack. But Hammerhead backing off a bit too far there, left his ally out, and they have to retreat out. And now it's a 2v1 fight. This is a small tactical error there from the blue team. Might cost them this VP. West side. Storm Boys have their terrifying knob leader for D.O.G. helping out over here. Warboss with his crazy power claw, 95 heavy melee DPS. Gonna rip apart an Eldar model per attack, I would think. 325, 392 on the VP. Still pretty close, but Eldar with the 2-1 and the VP lead. What is this? More Storm Boys. Nope. Uncle Wild cancels them, goes for another Pain Boy. War Truck for D.O.G. Warp Spiders for VanguardVinci. That was the kaboom of the Kommando knob. Also has a sneaky infiltration kit. More Daka on the Shooter Boys. That's a global ability of the Mekboy. Not exactly sure what it does these days. It used to give you like a chance of knockback or something, which is pretty crazy. I don't think it does anymore, or maybe it's just been vastly lowered. Falcon on the field here for Kung Fu Panda. Support vehicle for Eldar allows it to transport units and reinforce them in the field. Decent firepower on that thing. Will be fragile to beamy looters and that kind of stuff though. Rockets as well. Tank busters. Storm Boys could get on rear armor, and the heavy melee weapon on that Storm Boy knob leader would be painful for that Falcon. Sluggers here with a knob leader of their own, but they don't have their burners for D.O.G. War Truck now in the field, similar to the Falcon, allows them to reinforce in the field and bundle some boys inside. Drive them around. There's that immolator. Don't want to stand there, fellas. Bit of a standoff in the middle then. But I think there's two players here, right, for the Orks. Yeah, Hammerhead and D.O.G here, but it looks like... Is it just Kung Fu? But no, it's a mix. VanguardVinci does have stuff here too. More Warp Spiders coming in for Vanguard. Those guys called in from his global bar. There's a Wraith Lord. Down goes the Warboss. I'm sure he took a bunch of swings at it. Tank busters now doing their thing. Can they chase it down though? The Daka of the boys doing minimal damage. One more volley from the tank busters might be enough. Wraith Lord, as you see, regenerating health. It is made of that Eldar Wraith Bony type stuff. Can they chase it though? He's trying to get around the corner, block line of sight. Meanwhile, middle is kicking off. Not sure why those Dire Avengers got so close. I guess they were going for grenade throws. Storm Boys jumping in. Banshee's there to meet them. They got onto those Rangers though, got them off the field. A Bomber Boys and a retreat. The players, of course, you must remember, don't always have the vision that we have as observers. Probably didn't know the Banshees were there. 276 to 390 single cap here now for the Orks. Trying to cap the Eldar. Falcon is going to go down. One more shot from his beamy. It goes down anyway. It was actually Sluggers that finished it off because the Warp Spider tied up the beamy death gun. Should have moved it back, obviously. I think that was that Kung Fu Panda's Falcon? I believe it was. And Orks have pushed through the east side, the west side, sorry. Well done, Uncle WAAAGH came back from his earlier losses and is now doing very well on this west side. There's that Howling Banshee Exarch with the dual power swords from the aspect of fleetness. And it's a bad fight. Oh, maybe not. Ethereal Slash just evened it up a bit, perhaps, but still too much Daka from his Banshee to deal with. Ortuck being dropped in. Needs to be careful. There's a lot of stuff here. Just jump away. There we go. She'll be providing some nice buffs going forward for Krog's army. And might even up some of those fights because Ork's looking pretty strong over there right now. 276 to 359 on the VPs. Eldar advantage there, but I feel like Orks have the better of these last few engagements that we've seen. Down goes that Warlock, shot to death. A little bit sloppy there from Kung Fu Panda. Warp Spider gets repurchased. Mekboy is also down over here. Dire Avengers level 3 with their aspect. And also level 3 with aspect. Krog level 2 with aspect. Wraith Lord is healed up and is ready to stomp on some Orks. I believe one of his sync kills is literally just stomps on their face. 1-to-1 cap now. Nobody can get the mid. Might see a big fight here. Uh-oh. Some Eldar stuff caught in retreats. Down go those Banshees. Yes, they do. How many Banshees have died? Double warp spiders running away. I guess they were caught in a bad place too. Couldn't have their teleport ready. Orks will cap mid, I guess. Where's those D cannons? Where's those fire prisms? Tier 3 for Kung Fu Panda kit. Tier 3 also for Uncle Wa, and some flash kits are on the way. Very good shooter infantry indeed. Warp throat. Pretty good one. No grenades to follow it up, but our Banshees are in there, as is the Autark. There's her jump. Little bit of a heal. Also, I think a speed and damage buff for a few seconds afterwards, which is not bad. Now she runs away, but does she get away? She goes down. So often the Autark is lost. Her durability just overestimated. Especially after she does her jump. Wraithlord is finished off. Bad fight there for the Eldar. They just have problems standing up. And these big pitched battles in these 3v3 games can be a real struggle for them. Need to be clever. Usually need to micro a lot more than your opponent does to get the best out of them in these big pitched battles here. Tier 3 now for Krog. Can they get this back around? They do have a little bit of a victory point buffer. 60 or so. Banshees happy to fight the sluggers. Wasn't a good fight to take, I don't think. But they do get away. Maybe. Level 4 Banshees doesn't want to lose them. Very nice grenade though from Kung Fu Panda. Baited those sluggers in as they chase those Banshees and let them have a couple of grenades to the face. War Truck now supporting his Orks. Lots of Dakot on the Shuriken. You saw it was suppressed there, but it was still able to shoot. That's because suppression increases the cooldown of a weapon. And there is no cooldown if you haven't fired yet, so you will still get that first burst off. Two to one cap now for the Orks, looking pretty strong, bashing power too. Fire Prism is up, but there's tank busters around. Is it just one? I think there's just the one tank busters for Uncle Wa. Storm Boys could also go on it. I mean, Fire Prism needs to be used very carefully here. Trying to finish off that War Truck with its focus blast. And does. Such range on that guy. Warp Spiders teleporting the hell out of there. Now putting some hurt on the Ork sluggers there. But Orks happy to stay in this fight without the War Truck, it seems. Some grenades could really turn this fight. Are they going in for one there, those Dire Avengers? No, not sure what they were up to. Getting closer to dangerous sluggers. Maybe he thought about doing it and then changed his mind. And there's those flash kits for those blasters. That AoE, it's actually psychic damage, I think. Because they're Orks. Some pretty cool models, those guns. Warp Spiders actually going in there to tie them up in melee. Painboy now. Can he get a kill? Nope. I guess that has his special attack, that spin there. Pretty quick animation on that spin. Which is what you want from a special attack, but I guess the damage may not be huge. Seer Council on the way for Krog. Knob squad though for Uncle Wa. He was able to get tier 3 in very good time and get some units out too. He's losing his VP. In fact, lost. Might see a triple cap here for the Eldar if they can get their natural back in time, and also cap mid in time. Looks like they're not going to get their natural, so we're not going to see a triple anytime soon. Tier 3 for all players now. Looted tank for Hammerhead. Eldar armies looking kinda slim over there. Sluggers are suppressed, but they're happy to keep fighting with all that support. Banshee stayed in that fight way too long. And oh, they live. Got the Banshee Exarch up there. Uncle Wa making sure that he knows that this distort field also only works on ranged attacks. He seemed to be happy to go into that melee fight with this thought field up, thinking it would help him, and it doesn't. That was a shuriken that just died there. Orks looking very strong now. See a councillor up, but I don't know if they can carry this. 254 to 225. They get suppressed and have to run away. Warlock over here has the Witchblade of Kernus. Power melee weapon with a nasty ability, also Providence and Warp Throw. It's the Angry Space Elf build. Lots invested into that in terms of resources. Can it pay off? Orks with a double cap and putting pressure on red team's natural here. Can be very risky moving over this because that is so narrow. Looks like he got across it okay. Can the Eldar get across it okay? 254 to 180. Looted tank here. I think the looted tank now needs its reinforced plating before it can do the big boom shot thing. Because maybe why you didn't see it over there. That prime opportunity. The Mekboy has a beamy death gun of his own. Not going to help you against banshees in your face, but they are persuaded to leave eventually. We're trying to chase down the tank there. Oh, Fire Prism. For Kung Fu Panda. Also one for VanguardVinci. Is that the same Fire Prism? It must be. It's level 2. The one that took down the looted war truck. Looking very blue and orky in the middle. Ethereal Slash on some retreating Storm Boys. Very nearly takes them out. Providence is active so he can spam his abilities over and over the Warlock. Enabled him to do that Warp Throw so soon after the other one. But he's off the field and Nob Squad are in play. And this is going to be a struggle for the Eldar. Can they get some Dark Creepers up or something to help shoot those guys down? There's an Eldritch Storm. Warboss survives it. And Eldar are sent running. There's a Fire Prism doing some work. Double Warp Spider still in play. But 2 to 1 cap for the Orks. And time's running out for the Eldar. They need a massive, massive play here. Do they have any other nukes? Does VanguardVinci have one? Not quite. D cannon here for Krog, which would be good if you had even armies and there was a kind of a standoff. But I think in this scenario, the D cannon is going to get rushed down. We'll see though. One very nasty singularity could be enough to turn the tides and allow them to get some kind of foothold on mid. I think Wraithguard would have done pretty damn well here. I mean, sure you have sluggers and stuff to tie them up, but they have to get in. Try and focus down the sluggers while your Wraithguard do work. Now that there's a Nob Squad around, maybe not, but I think earlier on Wraithguard would have been pretty good in the middle here. A few of them doing some explodey stuff. What is this? Banshee's running away. He's been patient over here, hasn't Hammerhead? He hasn't gone flying back into the VP. Now he's going towards it. I think that it's pretty much clear over here. Eldar desperately trying to make a move on the mid. They have to do something. Kommando grappling hooks himself behind the Fire Prism and almost finishes it off with that very, very powerful rocket launcher, but it was tied up just in time by Vanguard. Oh, but the Fire Prism goes down anyway. Did such a good job saving it, but it was a Commando squad with their Nob leader who finished it off. Ethereal Slash there, but the Eldar just unable to stand against these Orks. Getting run over here. Double cap now. They fought valiantly. Just mid-game. And all those Banshee losses too must have been really hard on their economy. A little bit over-ego with the Banshees. Hard for them to maneuver, I guess. Sluggers used a little bit more carefully here. A little bit more. I mean, 2 of them were still lost, I think, at least. And there's the game. The triple ran us down. Let's look at these heroes into the game. Level 4 Warboss, looking so scary with claw, heavy armor and boss pole. We had a level 7. Wow, Kommando knob must have killed a bunch of stuff. Sneaky infiltration kit, kaboom, and that rocket launcher. Mech level 5, big shooter battery pack, and custom force field to buff his sluggers and stuff, and allied knobs. Level 4 Warlock down for Kung Fu Panda. Level 9 Warp Splitter Exarch. Wow, entangling web, improved targeters, he did some work. And the angry space elf Warlock of Krog, who did do some stuff in those late fights for sure. Didn't quite have the support he needed though. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and big thank you to the players too for taking part.